bam, 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 bam. Welcome to another edition of Making a Robot Program in Arduino. All right, I'm Mr. Pitts, and this is your tutorial to get started with making your robot dance. This should be a fun day. There's no right or wrong program as long as it compiles and makes your robot work. So, the first thing that you need to do is go to mrpittsclass.com, and then you need to go to Code Downloads. We want to start with a fresh file today. Don't reuse any code. So go to Basic Elegoo Code, click it, click Download. Now this is probably going to have a strange file name, but if you're in Chrome, click the up arrow, click Show in Folder. Now it's already going to highlight it, so you can see I've downloaded a couple already. And what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on that file and click Rename to Robot Dance Party. That's what I'm naming mine. Now, I like to put mine on the desktop so I can find it. So you can drag it to the desktop. If you open it in the Downloads folder, is fine. Double-click it. And Arduino is going to ask you, do you want to put this in a folder, move it, and continue? You have to click yes, or OK, it wants your Arduino files to be in a folder. That's just how they work. Make sure you don't put any spaces in the names of the files. It has to be all one word. You can use underscores. Okay, we have a basic Elegoo file that me, Mr. Pitts, I made this for you. Remember that your code that you copy and paste needs to go right here between lines 36 and 40. Of course, you can add more space if you want to. Now, if you want to make this dance, here's how you do it. It's going to take some time, reuse some code. So let's say that we want our robot to go forwards and back, and look like a lowrider. I think some of you may have seen me already do this. So let's go up here and paste drive forward. Now make this a short time. Let's make it 150. That's 0.15 of a second, 150 milliseconds. We're going to go forward. Then we want it to go backwards. Now I'm having trouble selecting code. There we go. Looks like it was trying to do something. I don't have the fastest computer. All right, right click and paste, or you can use Control V to paste, and I'll start using that from now on. We're going to change this to 150. Now, it goes forward, then it goes reverse. I want to do that about 7 more times. So I'm going to copy, Control C, copy. I'm going to click right here, and I'm going to go Control Paste, Enter. Control Paste, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, don't get lost in your code. As you make your robot dance, this is going to take a lot of lines of code. We're not making functions or anything like that. We're just going to copy and paste in a linear fashion. So we have right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 0.15 seconds. Do you know how long that is? What's 16 times 150? 16 times 150. If you divide that by 1,000, so far you have 2.4 seconds of dance code. Now, for every action, needs to be an equal and opposite reaction. Otherwise, your robot's going to get lost in the classroom somewhere. So let's do a right turn using the left wheel. So we'll copy right turn using left wheel. Let's put that down. Copy and paste. All right, now let's do the opposite. Let's turn left using only the right wheel. That one's down here. Turn left only using right wheel. Here we go. We'll copy and paste that up. Now notice there's a space here. I don't like that. Let's make this 250 milliseconds. That's a quarter of a second. So there's a half a second right there. So let's do that. 1/2 second. So we're at 2.4 seconds at that point. I'll put a comment. This is 2.4 seconds. Okay, now this is a half a second, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3 seconds, 3.54. I'm just copying and pasting. Okay, so now we're going to make it wiggle. I've already lost track of how many seconds I just said. Okay, so here's the next thing. When we're done, you can keep doing this. If you want to go down here and make it do some turn left and turn right with your tank turns, we can do that. Control paste. Let's make it turn for 1 second and a half a second. How about that? Now let's copy and paste a couple of those. Control copy, paste, 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 paste. Now, you know, dancing's a lot of repetitive movements. So at this point, I mean, we're already at 381 lines. So what I want you to do is to continue doing that. Make sure that you save, verify that you didn't make any mistakes. It's going to be really hard. If you accidentally delete a comment line, it's going to be really difficult to find that mistake. Okay, and it's also going to take a while to compile. But when we're done, hey, if you like that, copy and paste all that code and paste it a few times. Look at all these lines of code. It's going to take you, make sure you only go to what you've pasted. All right, so control copy. I'm going to go ahead and paste. That'll take me to the bottom. Control paste, control paste. Now we have 1,000 lines of code. So this is a big program. If you only want your robot to do that much, then you can go ahead and you can delete from while one down until right here. Save this last curly brace because that's part of the main. Make sure you verify one more time after you do that, and this will repeat that code over and over. All right, so this uses, wow, 24% of the storage space in this program. So this is not a neat way to write a dance program. If you copy and paste enough, watch down here, you're going to run out of space. So there's some other ways to do this. We're not going to worry about the neater ways to do this. My other robot program is so much easier to read. I'll let you take a look at it really quick. Now you can go ahead. If you have questions, you can either ask me in class. Okay. I used for loops in this program, and I made functions that do part 1, part 2, part 3, 4, 5, and 6. And they do some neat things with some math. We call these the remix. So today for the dance party, or whatever day we're working on this, you've got some code to look at. You've got me if you have questions. You can watch this video again. So you'll have a great one. Have fun with this project. And in the last few minutes of class, we'll take all the robots and get them to dance in the club at the classroom. All right, have a great one. And if you have any questions, you can just ask me. Bink, 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 bink.